what his message was about. As a independent thought thinker myself, as a black man, I really appreciate the message that he brought. It wasn't that the fact he was bringing anything new. It was just to think thought of how his message was just so profound that how it was how they contributed today. I mean, he was just addressing a message based on um how he saw it, and most men how he saw it. I mean, it's nothing new, but it was just so profound how his impact, and really it was about the image. His entire message for me as in as a black man is about image. Is how the black male image has been tarnished and has been ridiculed, has been misplaced and misunderstood on how the idea or the image or the appearance of the black man has done, or how this American society have promoted the black man and his image, and how that has affected the black community as a whole. So I mean, I've been watching his show a good 3 years, 3 to 4 years, and like Kevin Samuels told women to be in decent shape, not to have babies with men they shouldn't marry, and to be responsible when dealing with men, and they wish death on this man. Really, like this was like livid with Twitter yesterday. Like it was livid. Um, cause like I'm like, dude, like how are we gonna celebrate that man death in such a manner like he did something to you? It's like um he was Adolf Hitler or something. Like his image, I mean his message was like was just speaking out on based on how he saw it, which most men, how some even black women, there was some black women had to come to the table. It's like, yeah, this man is kind of right. He's right. To be honest, to be honest, he's right. What he's saying. I mean, some some of these guys, they on Twitter, they was more mad at Kevin Samuels than Joe Biden. Meanwhile, inflation eating folks up, and sadly, some of the women he talked about still won't change their thinking or behavior. Like it was just livid. I'm like, man. But he impactful? Yes, for me, because I live like, for what I understand, Kevin Samuels went to church. I did too, and I understood what type of message that he was laying down. Especially, I mean, I come from a Pentecostal church, and the idea of image of that you couldn't look a certain way going to church. Like you couldn't be looking all raggedy. I mean, going to church. And I know Kevin Samuels would, if I was able to literally have spoken words with him, he probably would agree. And like it's just livid how people are like, oh my god, he gone. I think that's y'all daddy. Nah, we're not saying that at all. All I'm saying that if this man impacted people, pretty much got people married. I mean, he showed receipts of what he's saying works for people. If you put in the work, I mean, he laid down a pretty much blueprint of what people like. If you want to be with certain people when they're in the 1% of the class, whether you're a man or woman, you're gonna have to do the work. People don't deserve nothing. One of his greatest talking points is says nobody deserves anything. You gotta earn it. Just like you have to earn a A or F, you can earn an A, you can earn an F. And you know what? He right. Just like you can earn an A, can earn an F. How do you earn those? By your work. You earn it by the work. You cannot deny that of what he was saying because it was truth. Just like, I mean, you gotta put in the work, and then if you didn't and a lot of people didn't like that, especially on the guys. I mean, people can say what they want, but oh, he was saying this about women and da 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 da. This dude was rough on men, bro, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the roughness, the just get getting men's attention because it's hard to be a black man and grab a man's attention. I mean, especially just not just the intention, but the interest. The interest got to be there, and the fact that he grabbed men's interest, grabbed the women's interest. But it's like they was mad. Like, and then as far as the women, like women make it like it sound if he was Hitler and all he said was men chase purpose, he be responsible, stand up for yourselves. To women, he simply told them to be feminine, morally upright, and be realistic. Only ambitious men and simps and ugly overweight women are celebrating his death. That was happening on Twitter, literally. Shout out for the people who are on Twitter and Twitter Spaces. I be on there. My Twitter is King Introvert. But yeah, it's crazy. But I thank God for Kevin Samuels, and Kevin Samuels is not the only one. Shout out to um BJS. Shout out to Jason Black. Shout out to O'Shea Dure, Mediocre Tutorials. Shout out to just Dennis, Dr. Neil. These are all pioneers. Oh, can't forget Obsidian. These are all pioneers of the Black Manosphere. And stopping and all also for all his detractors, stopping Kevin Samuels. This the fact that Kevin Samuels passed away. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, and stopping his death stops nothing. This is just the beginning, and it's just like just because Kevin Samuels just came at a point where and dry grass of this social weirdness that America has gotten itself into just lit the fire and it sparked it. He's basically another Avatar that passed away. If y'all know the cartoon show Avatar: The Last Airbender, every time one Avatar dies, another person takes his place. So there's pretty much gonna be another one, and then it's gonna be probably twice as more. Just like stop not stopping Malcolm X or Martin Luther King Jr. Them passing stops nothing. But the crazy thing is that people out here on Twitter was just wow, livid. Like another guy here, dead or not, Kevin Samuel wasn't the reason why women couldn't get a man. He told you the reason, and women got offended. That's pretty much point blank. Period. I mean, and then they celebrated Kevin Samuel's death, but stood in line to vote for Biden and voted for Biden. Exactly. I mean, we literally got no reparations. We steady losing land. Vaccines causing damage to citizens. Food shortage on the way. More homeless people than ever before. Hate crimes up 100% against Black people. I mean, not just hate crime. We got crime. You know what I'm saying? We got crime and blue states like going through the roof. We know rank going through the roof, but we got poverty going through the roof. I mean, it's crazy, guys, but I do appreciate the life and what this man has done and what he has accomplished. And I idolize that. I mean, him, Kevin Samuels, Jason Black, O'Shea, Dennis, Mediocre. I mean, I want to do better. I mean, I'm currently in school, but I'm doing better as I go through school. But this is all I got to say. Long live the Godfather. Until next time, guys, be amazing.